All right, so I've been hired back on the air for GLSR. After a 1 week hiatus of sitting back and being a producer role, I'm here tonight as we get ready for race number 2 of the GLSR Playoffs. I'm somehow here, I should say. I'm struggling, and I'm going to get through this broadcast. And not because I'm not feeling good, but it's been a rough couple of days of work. But we're going to get through it, and we're going to have some fun tonight with the GLSR Black Horizon Truck Series season as we get you ready for 30 laps around the 4-mile oval. 4-mile oval. That's how tired I am. I just called this place an oval. 4-mile road course. Known as Road America. 84 degrees, 61% humidity, 11-mile-an-hour winds under clear skies. Qualifying going on right now. Going to wrap up here in just a couple minutes. Unfortunately, no grid walk or anything tonight, as literally I got home about 15, 20 minutes ago, and I'm trying to get myself together here for a broadcast. So that's where we're looking at right now. Unfortunately, I didn't even get to broadcast last night's race that I was supposed to do. Didn't get home until midnight last night from work. And here we are now at, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it's not about me, but I'm just sharing that if you don't get the full exposure to Scala tonight, I'm sorry in advance. They basically look at it like that. But I'm going to give you my all, as I always do. My A game. It'll be here tonight because we have got a fun race tonight. A road course race at Road America, which if I can think back in my memory, which right now my memory lasts about as long as 3 o'clock this afternoon, I don't remember a race at Road America in this series. So it is going to be definitely a interesting one. And, I cannot wait to see what these trucks can do out here on this 4-mile road course, especially with the comp caution coming at lap 11. Because the million-dollar question is, can these trucks go 11 laps on a tank of fuel? That's one question we're going to find out here in the very, very near future. Let's, they work on some things here. That's why you're kind of hearing me stall. That was in Alabama, actually, there, Mr. Cody, whatever the hell your name is. That was over in Alabama somewhere. Anyways, let's take a look at the points and where we stand right now. This, I think, is still the... Let's see here. We're gridding, so I don't think that's accurate. So, unfortunately, I do not have the playoff points. I'm sorry in advance. Maybe I can get them during the race. But I will say this. The grid is happening. Let's take you down to that and go from there. So, again, I apologize for that. I will get you the grid. Again, yep, there's Scala not on his game again. What do you know? Surprise! Gru is going to be on the pole. And look at there. That 91 truck. Yep, that is the same truck that Sam took to victory lane on the road course of Twin Ring Motegi about a month or so ago. Here he is on the pole again this evening as we show you the starting lineup for the race. Fontaine alongside Blaine Sparling, who I believe finished runner-up in that race. So there you go, the top 2 from that race in Japan. Top 2 tonight. Dylan Parker, Zach Allman. Parker, potentially one of the hottest drivers on the circuit. Zach Allman, of course, the winner last week in his first win of the season, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, at the... Was it Lucas Oil Race? Where were we? This is how bad it is right now, guys. I'm sorry in advance. Sean Peachin and Justin Bondurant going to start in row 3. Caden Atkins and Cameron Ingram in row 4. Sam Barnes, Ben Pierce, row 5. Cody Beatty, Jason Dalton in row number 6. In row number 7 is Brian Sutphin, Noah Miari. Tyler Brewer, Alex Cummings, row number 8. Row number 9, Robert Lukens, Tim Abril, and Cameron Ingram. It's actually Cedric. I got to change the name on that. That's back when the last time I used this ticker was the race where Cameron filled in for Cedric. And Matt Telder. Drift and J.W. Miller. That'll be an interesting one. J.W. coming from 22nd position, and Chris Treppa there in row 12. So let me make this adjustment as the cars grid. They're going to have a whole 4-mile warm-up lap here, so they'll get about 5 minutes. Or as we saw back in the Cup race back in July, that they had that one period of caution that was all of 25 minutes. And the trucks roll off. That is fixed. The Sith Talk Grand Prix, which, of course, Sith Talk, a podcast. That we'll have some info about here in just a little bit. Unsolved is starting from the pits, apparently. As you see them rolling over there through the turn 3, 4, and 5 sections. Believe it or not, that right there is a corner at Road America. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But they'll come down to a very hard braking section here at about 165 miles an hour, where they'll go to turn number 5 and make that left-hander up the hill to turn 6. I appreciate everybody coming in, watching tonight. I know it was unsure until about 7 o'clock this evening if I was even going to be broadcasting this race tonight. I had given everybody the warning today. I was like, hey, I might not be on tonight. This was at like noon because I just saw how the day was going, and thankfully a lot of coworkers came together and came and helped me out and got me off the road and allowed me to come home and be with my favorite people tonight. So Caden Atkins is going to actually start this race from pit road. That was Caden. That was the unsolved, apparently. Way to try to fool me on that one, buddy. Now you go through the carousel down towards the kink in Canada corner. You see Caden just now getting to pit road to get his start, which fuel mileage-wise actually might help him. We'll have to see. So we'll keep the track map up there on the screen. We did talk to drivers in this series, much like the other series, after I had a one league owner come up to me last week and say, hey, Scala, why don't you, I think you should run the old ticker for our league. And I was like, all right. So that's why I went and talked to others. And they said, yeah, I like the old one too. So you'll notice we've kind of went backwards to the old SDK ticker for most of the leagues here. So you're going to see it again tonight, which will allow us to have the track map over there on the screen. You'll also see the logos and stuff, the pit times down at the bottom, so on and so forth. So J.W. Miller, Chris Treppa, and William Martin, not sure if they're starting this race or not, but they're supposed to be on pit road, but who knows? I don't see them sitting there on pit road. But 30 laps tonight, as I mentioned. 30 laps and a comp caution at lap 11 this evening. Let's turn the audio on in these cars, shall we? As we come up the grid, pace car going to pull off in the hands of Fontaine and Blaine Sparling, the top two from the race at Twin Ring Motegi's road course earlier this season. Going to be the top two tonight, starting here at Road America. It's race 2 of the playoffs of the Black Horizon Truck Series. Green. You see Atkins and Martin pulling off pit road. Looks like maybe no harm, no foul for those two. Let's see if we make it through the corner. Everybody so far so good through turn 1. Also Robert Lukin starting from pit road. Down to turn 2 and turn 3, a very tricky right-hander. Everybody through again. Oh, William Martin's already out in the grass. Oh, boy. And Robert Lukin's still sitting on pit road right now. 54, last race's winner, Zach Allman. I say last race because we ran an unofficial race, I guess, an exhibition, shall we, as we go through Hurry Downs at iRacing Super Speedway. which was the race where I actually sat in the back or sat in the producer chair and let Sam and Cody Beatty do a phenomenal job calling a race for two guys that do not really have any experience doing broadcasting. I thought they did a yeoman's work. I was like, man, I'm going to lose my job to these two. Through the carousel, heading to Canada corner for the first time. Averill back there in that Strata truck a little out of shape. Back here, Blaine Sparling going backwards here early. Back to fifth as Bondurant goes by. Up through Thunder Valley in turn 13 to turn 14 and up the hill to complete lap number 1 on this 4-mile road course. Look at everybody pretty much still together. You can tell these guys put in the work here as Fontaine will lead lap 1. Parker, Peach, and Bondurant, Sparling your top 5. And Drift is on pit road already. Hey, I have a trick to my overlay. Settle down. Why Drift is on pit road, I'm not sure. Does this say drive-through maybe? It is a drive-through penalty for Drift, so he must have had a penalty. That's why he must have started in the back. Fontaine's got a half second on Dylan Parker right now. Let's check back. Oh, one truck wide, Bear. That's Atkins already passing a few trucks and going wide. Here's Sutphin inside of the 65 of Ben Pierce, who's got a little bit of, well, he's been kicked in the butt, I guess, of the butt kicker truck. Who hurry downs. 63 of Cummings trying to find somewhere to go. Yeah, I wonder if it was a fuel strategy move, but why would you just roll down pit road like that? Does that save you fuel? I would think you would stop and top it off maybe. And by the way, that race was Gateway 2 weeks ago that I could not remember. It was Gateway where Zach Allman won, getting himself back on track. Anybody know how many laps you can go on a tank here? Sutphin rolling it up the hill into turn 14, trying to chase down Cody Beatty here for the 9th position right now. Fontaine picking up where he left off at Twin Ring Motegi. Pretty spread out for the most part right now. Check back here with Jason Dalton, Ben Pierce. I don't know how that feeling is. Well, check on Beatty. Looked like he had a little off maybe there going into the corner. Him and Allman battling pretty hard. Let's check on Caden back here. Here he is in the 2 truck. There's some fuel save. You heard him kind of rolling out of the throttle there to the corner. Dalton going wide in turn 5. Uphill in turn 6. Oh, Dalton getting a little squirrely. Very easy to do in that corner. Atkins going through and taking positions. Atkins cutting that corner a little early there, almost lost shape as Tim Abro looks like he's going off. Oh, Tim's in the barrels over here at Canada Corner, and now he's stuck. Tim and I were, now he's okay. Tim and I were talking before the race. As you know, he races for the XSR team, which, yes, I do help co-own, I guess so to say. And Tim's not a good road racer. He straight up said, dude, don't expect much out of me tonight. Tim's in 19th right now, but I'm proud of him for at least fighting. So, but nonetheless, we continue on. And as I say that, Cameron Ingram's gone off track. The other driver of the XSR team. This track eats up tires like I eat up cheeseburgers. Oh, and now he gets into the 44 of Telder. Happy about that one. Check up here the top three who are the fastest three in practice right now. Sam Fontaine, Dylan Parker looking pretty good, but how about this guy here in third, Sean Peachin, a guy that I stated a couple weeks ago in the podcast that I think is a very big underdog in the playoffs and one that I actually feel could win the championship this season. He had a solid top 15 run at Gateway, and here he is in third tonight. Could solidify himself in that Final Four. And, of course, Indianapolis next week, the track that he, we'll say, holds some animosity towards and treats as almost his Super Bowl, if we could use that term. Who's that went off the track? Oh, Sam Fontaine went wide. In turn 14, I just caught out of the corner of my eye as Dylan Parker jumps to the lead. Grillo makes it air. Yeah, it looks like everybody's going off. Either it's just off tracks just from people clipping grass or whatever. Well, let's watch. Let's see what that Sam just did. He just goes too wide and off track. There's a little four-wheel off. And here comes, of course, the IndyCar guy, Isaac Morris, watching. He's like, wait, what? So Parker goes to the lead as Peachin and Fontaine, as Fontaine goes off, actually. Down to turn 5. Update on Caden Atkins, already up to the 11th position now. So that 2 truck obviously pretty fast right now as Drift is on pit road. Faked you very much. Wait a minute. No. Okay, never mind. I thought Drift actually, there was an idea that I'm like, did he just go down pit road, turn around, and come back? But no, he actually went off track. Wait a minute. Or what? Okay, yeah, we're okay. Which reminds me, I'm going to be messaging you after the race, Isaac. I've been working my you-know-what off the last couple days, so I got to shoot you a message, make sure we squared away for Thursday night. Which, by the way, tomorrow night, brand new series owned by Mr. Morris here. Well, it's not brand new. He's taken over, helped out with the formerly known as TI IndyCar Series, now known as the American Open Wheel Racing Series. They will be at the Belle Isle, Detroit. A couple of guys in this series will be racing there tomorrow night, so you can join us here on the Captain Esports Network as long as I get home on time. And watch the debut of Race 1 from Belle Isle, Detroit. There's Zach Allman, last week's winner from, or 2 weeks ago's winner from Gateway. And Sam Barnes there. That's Sith Talk number 22. For those who are Star Wars fans, Sith Talk is a podcast about Star Wars that you could check out with Sam and William Calhoun and others. Make sure you go look up on your favorite podcasting network, and you can find the Sith Talk podcast. There's 5 laps in already, and the competition caution coming here 6 laps from now. Sam, a pretty good road racer. That's why you see him up there in the 7th position right now. He's looking to try to get 6th. It's the type of track where you see these road racers show up, and for Sam, he feels like this is probably his Daytona tonight. Oh, hold on, Sam. Hold on. Dives it in there pretty good. Going to make the pass, maybe. And there's the website, by the way. You can check it out. Also, clashingsabers.net is the other website. You can go and check out that podcast right there on the back. And you see Atkins already up to now the 9th position. He has gone past Cam Ingram. Of course, Caden started in the pits, I think, unintentionally. Up front, we got a new leader. Look at this. Sean Peachin has jumped to the front. He just made the pass a second ago. Let's go back and watch it. Oh, Parker getting all jiggy-jaggy there through the, that's a new turn, through the kink. I could say what I really want to say there, but I'm not going to. And Peachin going to the front in that Detroit Hellfire truck. What the hell of a segue from the Belle Isle race tomorrow night to this. Great race up here in the front. Parker going to use the draft. No push to pass or anything like that here, Isaac. Oh. Gets a little wavy there into the corner and makes the pass. And Sean's going to cross him over here. Through what I guess is turn 3, because turn 2 up there's a wide open curve. Teller going past his teammate Sutphin here for the 14th position. Teller with that damage from the 7 truck a little bit ago. Through hurry downs here. Really impressed with how much the... Oh, Beatty's off over here. And coming up to the carousel, goes off and lets Atkins go on by, takes another position. Caden Atkins looking like Chase Elliott going through the field here in that cup race back in July. But I was about to say the pack has actually done a fairly good job when you look at the map. I mean, it's not fairly spread apart much. I mean, you got a couple cars down here at turn 14. You got the 11 there, Bondurant going through 13. And then, you know, most of them are right back here on straightaway here towards Canada Corner. So you can tell that these guys have put in laps. So Pierce thinking. Oh, I thought he was going to dive it in there. We'll have 7 laps complete next time by. Let's, who shall we? You know what, Caden, he's running pretty well right now. Let's take a lap here, and I'm going to try to talk you through a NASCAR lap. Somebody on the pit road? I thought I saw somebody turn right. Let's take a NASCAR lap around. Yeah, Cody Beatty's on pit road in the 78. All right, so Atkins right here, down to 3rd gear, 2nd gear, down to 1st gear, all the way into turn 1. Obviously, got to be very careful here. The tires are pretty worn through turn 2. I guess. Down to turn 3 here, back down to first gear. And then you get on a pretty long straightaway here. Up to fourth gear. Should get up to probably 165 mile an hour or so. Very tricky here. Can easily wheel hop downhill, down to first gear again. Haven't seen that truck come back. There he is. Go up the hill here, maybe second gear. Actually, he's in second gear right now doing this. I thought he was in first. Rolls his way out of turn 6 in the hurry downs, which is a pretty quick right-hander most of the time, but not in these trucks. We'll come up here to turn 8, which is another 90-degree left-hander, which leads you to the carousel. Under the Johnsonville Brats. And then this very long and like waiting for it to end carousel. Up to third gear, and then you'll hit the kink here. You got to slow down, and then right back up to it and hit high gear all the way to Canada Corner. You got to be careful on that gas. Third, back down to second to Canada Corner here. It's turn 12. To the point where you got a short shift here is Atkins over that curve again, turn 13. And then over here to turn 14, which is the final corner on the track. So a lot of straightaways, but a lot of 90-degree corners. On the hill to the front straightaway. There you go. You just got a Scala version of a lap around Road America right there. This is probably the one road course that in an Indy car or something I could go out and run and actually be very confident in running that race on a road course. That and Watkins Glen and maybe Daytona. And here mainly because, I don't know, I just enjoy racing this track, I guess. I mean, the one league that I've ever started a road course Indy car race in, I actually finished in the top 10 in it. And no, there were not 10 cars in it. Right there going on behind him as it's Cameron Ingram under attack from Alex Cummings to 63 truck. Nice pass on the high side. Alex. The roll wall I've only run a few laps at. So I would have to take some time to get used to that. But Daytona, obviously, I've run so many times from running the 24. I guess Le Mans I'd be able to do too. But running so many 24-hour races at Daytona, I've got that track pretty much. Like, I'm not the fastest thing in the world in any kind of road course car, but I mean, I can at least run Daytona and know how to get around the track. Watkins Glen, obviously, from all the experience, and then here. I mean, like I said. All right, strategy. Justin Bondurant coming to pit road here. This is at lap 9, 2 laps before the competition caution. And we have a lot of trucks coming in. Blaine Sparling, Sam Barnes, Zach Allman, Caden Atkins. All these trucks coming to pit road right now. I wonder if this is that window of 9 laps. Maybe they can go on fuel. There's others. Ingram, Pierce, Mayari on pit road. Of course, Dylan Parker continuing to lead after his pass on Peach in there in turn 1 a few laps ago. And Bonner in a 14.6, so you wonder, you take tires here and then go fuel only at the halfway point? Or at the comp caution? I almost take fuel here. and get the tires, because you're still going to run 2 laps here before the comp caution. So why not let the tires you're on now be the ones you burn up for these lap or 2 and come out with the freshies? Hey, these guys know what they're doing. I don't. And now here we go as we complete lap number 10 and come up the hill. Dylan Parker's coming to pit road. Sean Peachin. And now Fontaine is in. Top 3 rolling to their pit stalls. This gives us an opportunity to tell you that, of course, the cameras you're watching tonight, yep, is presented by TrackCams 4 Gourmet. You can check them out online at trackcams22.com. And, yep, they do the road courses, too. They do ovals. And also dirt or rallycross tracks. Leave it to a billboard to block my view. And here come the top 3 to pit road. Tires for Peachin, tires for Parker, tires for Fontaine. Well, they will roll away, and tell you what, there's the disadvantage here of being the pole sitter. You got to hang a left to get off pit road almost. Parker going to hold on to the lead here as we get ready for the comp caution. Telder on pit road. Also, Alex Cummings is in. So it looks like everybody is elected. And there's the caution right there. Caution is out. So it looks like everybody did decide to come to pit road except for Tim Abril. But Tim was down in 20th, so he will likely pit and be back there anyway. So no harm, no foul on his end. But the caution is out here at the Road America. This is a competition caution. This is something that GLSR has done for a couple seasons now. And what they do is just re-rack the field and let them go racing. It helps with they feel the competition, which I feel has been something, and I'll be honest, in the leagues that I've ran, that consist of the stock cars. If I've run a road course, I've actually done the same strategy. I've put a caution in there, and it's worked out. I felt like some of the races have been better doing it. So, of course, the way this all is going to work out might turn into a little bit of a disadvantage as I think about it here, because they didn't caught the pace car yet. And once they do finally catch the pace truck over here in turn 1, half the field's pretty much going to run a whole entire lap under green to get back to the pace truck or the pace car. That should be interesting. So you're almost burning off a lap of tires. You do get 3 sets here in GLSR, so all right, so we're actually going to have a little fun here. I'm just come up with an idea because we're going to be under caution here for a couple minutes. Obviously in the middle of the race, and we didn't get to do the grid walk. So instead, I'm going to do the grid walk now. Why not? So I'm actually going to jump down into the channel here. They have no clue I'm about to pop into their channel right now and interrupt their whole entire conversation, but we got the General Spotters channel here. I didn't get a chance to grid walk, so I figured while you guys are trying to catch the pace car.
Yeah, Almond's like driving like a Legends car or something. Actually, he's in a Toyota. That's why.
He's in the TDR.
He goes and wins the race, and that thing's happen, right? So what do you guys think out there so far? I know Dylan's out there going all sideways. He about got kinked over in the kink. Otherwise, how you guys feeling out here?
Well, I've almost missed 4 corners tonight. So
I missed 4 corners
I've got
tonight.
6 minutes of. Oh my god.
Everyone's going great.
I throughputed on the grids for some reason. My iRacing froze.
Oh, corner. Oh.
And I started last, and now I'm 9th. So like I'm cool with that.
So for those who don't know, Caden Atkins is doing his best Chase Elliott tonight.
Yes, sir.
And obviously, as we heard, Noah Maori has as many minutes of damage as apparently everybody's child abduction alert's going to go off if you're in Georgia right now.
I'm gonna do my best Chase Elliott impression and finish second to my teammates.
Hold up, Dane Cruz isn't racing.
I was going to say, is anybody in Georgia right now or near Georgia getting this message?
Noah might be close. He's kind of close. You know, that's kind of.
Isn't. Maybe Noah's the cause of it.
That's so wrong.
Noah was trying to distract everyone in Georgia.
He has many minutes of damage as he does his number. But here's the thing, though. It takes like 6 years to go around here under caution. You should only be able to lose a lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, this race has been pretty good. You hear the occasional, oh, there's a corner from Almond every 2 minutes, you know. So.
Hey, I'm rocking a solid P7. You know, that's enough to give me. That's a solid run, considering.
Is it true, Zach, that you did an etch-a-sketch of the track?
Yeah, I actually drew it.
I don't think he was born when those were a thing.
That's a very fair.
I just want to throw out there that the first 5 laps of this race I drove with a baby in the hand.
I could tell by when you came off pit road and went straight to the grass. Anyways.
Yeah, she kicked my arm and it just turned me.
Well, great job tonight, guys. I'm gonna leave you and go check on another team here.
Have fun.
Chris.
All right, let's go down here and check on the down under.
Yeah, have race control do it.
Yeah, have race control. So yeah, so I'm doing a grid walk during the race because I didn't get to do it before the race. So I just wanted to check on the down under team here, and I see Sammy B's up in the top 10. Blaine, I think you forgot you had 4th gear. Travis, are you even racing?
He's not even here.
Travis
I don't think.
ain't even here. Leave a message at the beep.
I'm not racing. What up?
I'm just here saying hi. It takes 5 minutes to run a lap around here, so I figured I'd do like a grid walk during the race under caution.
Nice.
So Sammy,
It's what's up?
So Sammy, you ready to take my job yet?
You know, I've gotten some feedback, and people have said I could probably do with less words per minute. So, you know, A+ for enthusiasm, C for punctuality. But can't complain so far. But me and Zach have had some fun battles on track. So, yeah, it's going all right. Hopefully, we can get a nice, solid top 10 finish for both the DUR trucks.
See, Blaine, it seems like the tires, as they get worn out, you're dancing all over the track.
Yeah, setup's loose, and the hotter the track gets, the slippier and slighter it wants to get. But I mean, that's the fun of it, and I think that's where you're seeing who can get the power down out of the corner versus not get it down. So hopefully we can have a nice, smooth race to the end. See how good of a finish we can get for 22. Want to give a shout out to everyone down at Clashing Sabers, all the show they got going there. Actually, recently I stepped down from my role on Sith Talk, but Brandon, who's a great host, has taken over my role. Fantastic show. So go to clashingsabers.net and give them a listen. And I'm honored to be running this paint, which was the very first paint scheme I ever made on iRacing. So a lot of history with Sith Talk and iRacing for me.
So you jumped to the dark side.
Yes. We'll say that. So hopefully we can have a strong finish. I know Blaine took a little damage on the Canada corner later. He touched the wall a little bit and had to repair, but hopefully we can do a good job for the 22 because it's not been an easy season for us.
There you go. Well, this is like your Daytona. You're on a road course, so go get them and have fun. And yeah, good luck, Anakin.
Thank you. Now this is pod racing.
True. Pew, 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 pew. All right, let's check on the one man in Ace.
Hello.
Did you run drift off, Cody?
No, drift just don't show up in Discord anymore. Oh, hang on, Lukens has lost it in front of me. So we're good.
That'll happen. I heard William Martin was racing with a baby in his arm already. I can tell why he went straight off track in turn 1. But anyways, hey, we just talked to Sammy up there. I'm doing a grid walk during the race. I'm sure you're streaming while you're racing here, but you got.
Actually, I'm not. And
Lukens is out of control. Lukens is wrecked over off of the carousel. Lukens is under caution, right? I have to go check on him.
It's got nuts.
Maybe this is Lukens enjoying himself for 5 minutes while we're running laps out here. Hey, so your experience last week, how do you feel a week later?
I feel good so far. I'm just trying to limit mistakes. That's my biggest problem right now. If I go off track one corner, it takes me a few corners to get back in it. So I'm just trying to limit them. If we can get out over the top 10, we're defending race winner Indy. I feel really confident going into Indy. So.
Oh yeah, you won that race last year, but last week up in the broadcast booth, how'd you feel?
Oh, broadcast booth. Oh, I loved it, man. It was so much fun. It was fun being up there with broadcast partner Sammy Barnes, man. I loved it. I definitely want to do it again.
There you go, man. Yeah, I'm sure
I gotta let Lukens by.
Watch out for him. I would like stop my truck and go. All right, man. Good luck, bud.
Appreciate it, man.
And the one guy who's left from Best Racing, Alan's not here tonight, so Sean's racing out here. I'll be easy as cheesy up here in the second position as you guys get one to go. So we got 5 minutes before the green flag comes out. Sean, pretty good race there with you and Dylan.
Yeah, he's really good. Obviously, kind of like a heavyweight fight, just kind of feeling out, where we're better than each other, and there's no need to push this early with the competition caution. So, gonna just run, take some data, and then, now that we're going into the actual race, we'll apply.
Let's say track looks pretty slick.
Yeah, the track's so hot. So this is kind of worst case scenario. I did a lot of training in the hot track and then some cold track runs too, but I was definitely hoping that it wouldn't be this hot. But, it is what it is. It's the same for everybody, so.
Fair enough. And so I was trying to think of a wrestling name for you.
Oh, man. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a nickname of something, of some type. I'll have to think about that one. That might be, maybe I have to do a contest on the stream. Anyways, good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks so much. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, that is Sean Peach in here. Let's jump down to the Millennium Enterprises team with Ben Pierce and Obando here, who looks like he knows how to run on a road course in the 4th position. Ben looks like he, took a piercing to the rear. But needless to say, you guys having fun.
I'd say we're having a lot of fun. It's tough out here. It's a long track, so there's lots of room to gain time and lots of room to lose time. So it's just making sure you're on your toes at all times.
I'm having a blast. I'm about a 4th place truck, so let's hope I can stay there.
There you go. All right, so we got a couple more corners to go. I'll let you guys alone. I'm going to try to get all the teams in here real quick in this quick grid walk. So have fun. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
And there's Tyler Brewer down here all behind himself. Brew Crew, what you up to?
Oh, just hanging out right now.
Well, I'm sure we all are right now as we go through the carousel. Watch out for that 33 truck.
What's that? Sorry?
Didn't catch watch out for that 33 truck.
Yeah. It's been a clean race. I had one little slight slip up, but it'll be fun.
Yeah,
we'll be good.
You're almost in top 10, so keep it up.
Thank you.
Absolutely. KGD,
Go further than 8 laps.
KGD2 team, which surprisingly Sam Fontaine's talking when I get in here. Never happens. Hey, Telder. Tell me that 7.
Yeah. That was lovely.
Feeling better?
A little bit, like 80%.
Yeah, Telder's not feeling good this week. He, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, you guys good luck. Looks like you're about to go green. Just doing a little grid walk under caution while we have 20 minutes. So, like a halftime break.
Appreciate it, man.
You could have made dinner during this caution break.
I really considered it, but then I was like, whatever I wanted to make for dinner, it ain't happening. Hey, good luck.
Thanks.
Then I'm actually going to come down here and interrupt my team real quickly. Actually on the air here, so you're ready to come to the green. You guys okay back here?
Definition of okay.
Just go have fun, okay? The green's coming out, so I'm going to go back to the booth now.
All right.
There you go. So I did it. I talked to all the teams. Yeah, I'm moving, I promise. Where's my channel at? There you go. I talked to all the teams in the grid walk there. We had that much time under caution. So as we go back to the green flag here and let them rip here, as we'll have 16 laps to go. Parker, Peach, and Fontaine, Bonner, and Allman, your top 5. Got to be careful here as they re-rack now. Fresh tires down to turn 1. This is normally where aggression takes over. Everybody makes it through down the hill to turn 3. Dylan Glass telling Tyler Brewer to send it. I want to see him do well. Tyler, one of the original members of the league back in the day. Right clear down the hill to turn 5. Oh, by the way, I haven't done this one. How about a road course version of Turn It Up? Oh, there goes Brewer, sending it into the grass. Somebody's off over there. Stage left, Alex Cummings. Cody Beatty off track over here, turn 13. He's going to get back on there. Sean Peachin has gone to the lead. He took the lead just a few moments ago as he got around. The 3 truck for P1. And I want to say real quickly, wide open from the Captain Esports Network, presented by the Celiac Disease Foundation. Of course, a brand new partner of ours as of last week. Yesterday was Giving Tuesday. We did not get a chance to do a broadcast for it as I wanted to. But if you'd like to donate and give to the Celiac Disease Foundation, you can do so by clicking the link down below in the race description page and stuff. You can also check out celiac.org for information about this autoimmune disease. If you've never heard of it, it is one where gluten actually attacks your lower intestines. Basically, if you eat any kind of food and the gluten goes obviously in and attacks the lower intestine area, and unfortunately my daughter, who is about to turn 3 next month, she has been restricted to a gluten-free diet because she tested for celiac and found out she has it. So, you know, we've had to change up her whole entire diet, and I'm sure there's people in the world. I believe Jason, who's watching, Clark, his sister, correct me if I'm wrong, is also celiac, and because of that has to eat gluten-free foods. And if you know somebody, or you know yourself, maybe somebody who has celiac and we can eat gluten-free foods, I encourage you to say something. It's okay. You're normal. That's one thing I've read, is that people who have gluten-free balanced diets feel like they're kind of hesitant to say anything because they don't feel normal, or you know, just don't have enough knowledge in the world. It's one of the more underrated diseases in the world today. People don't talk about it much, and I challenge you to get the word out there. Let's spread the word, and let's help raise some money for celiac, and start working on that, because it's one that I think millions of people around the United States and the world don't even know they have, and can't understand why they feel the way they do. If they feel lethargic, or if they feel nauseous, or I mean, so many different symptoms. I mean, I'm just picturing my daughter, you know, when she was having this issue. I mean, she was throwing up randomly. She was barely having fun. She wasn't herself. Feeling bloated and stuff. Could you imagine a 2-year-old losing weight and being bloated, like having her stomach? It's just like, yeah. So, yeah, go check it out today. Make sure you go check out that website. And if you feel like it, donate. Yeah, Peachin doing a good job. Leading right now in Parker by 0.6 of a second. Ran the fastest lap of the race a moment ago. Parker bounced back with a 14 himself right now, and it's a 0.6 of a second lead. Let's check on one of the other road racing aces, Blaine Smarling, who I expected to have a better run, had to get some damage fixed. And he is back in the 13th position right now, 0.3 behind Drift. He spent a long time on pit road getting damage fixed on his truck during that caution. It looks like they've got it fairly fixed up, it looks like. See right side damage on that 59. You heard the interview, I believe it was Sam said he had a little off over in one of the corners. I have to say I'm pretty proud of these guys. But 17 laps in, we have not had a major, like, wreck, so to say. There's been a couple spin-offs, but other than that, there's been nothing. Everybody's done a really good job of keeping the trucks fairly clean out there. Nice job at C-Fix there, Jason, in a 4-car field. But everybody's done a pretty good job and has survived out here tonight. As Cody goes wide there, his teammate behind him. Check up here is Telder get a run on. I'm like, what the hell does this stand for? Oh, I get it. Trying to get a run on Ben Pierce for position. Love you too, brother. We send it down here to turn 1. Plenty of room each other gives. So if you're just joining us tonight, you're watching race number 2 of the Black Horizon Truck Series playoffs from Road America next week, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We will move from 10 to 4 in the drivers for the playoffs. We'll have it next Wednesday night for you at 9 o'clock Eastern as always. Ooh, Ben sending it. Oh, does a good job getting out. Meanwhile, Telder's heading for the shortcut over at turn 5. Gonna lose a couple spots from it. Oh, look out, Telder into Sparling. And they both save it, but heavy damage on both trucks. And Dalton is off track back there. Oh, Sammy B trying to, oh, Almond's off at the kink. Kisses the wall a little bit. All fun and games, you go off at the kink. Continues on. Parker got it down to 0.2 of a second here. 11 laps to go. It's going to come down to pit strategy. No, Sean has never won in the series. As I said before in the podcast, my pick is Sean to win the championship. I said it at the beginning of the playoffs. I felt that the way the schedule's set up for him, I thought it was looking pretty good for him. I mean, obviously, Gateway did a good job. He's good on road courses, in case you couldn't tell. Indianapolis, I mean, he's going to be arguably one of the fastest trucks there next week. The question is, can he finish it? And if that's the case, you're printing him at Chicagoland Speedway to go win a championship potentially, which, if you remember last year, if it wasn't for contact after the race that cost him a bonus, he was in the Final Four. Been hot. Sean's a good dude. I mean, he wears his emotions on his sleeve, and that's something I'm the same way. I don't know if it's a Vegas thing, though, with him, because he lives out in Vegas, and of course I think of Noah Gragson, you think of Kyle Busch, you think of Kurt Busch. Maybe it's a whole sleeve on the shoulder thing's a Vegas thing. I don't know. But in fairness, Sean's not from there. Sean kind of stretching it out there through the technical part of the track. Now they come up to turn 12 here. That's a fair question, Dylan. I think it's going to come down to the pit strategy here, because you're getting into this window now where pit road's going to open. Do you split the run in half? If so, do you run 8 and 9 laps apiece? And if so, who's the first one that comes to pit road? Because if you're going to do that, you need to pit probably the next lap or two. Fontaine about 6.5 seconds back in the third position. He has not been able to recover since he led those first couple laps of this race before making that whoopsies and going off the track. Cody Beatty on pit road, so maybe this is the strategy. Telder is in, Drift is in. Yeah, they don't throw the comp caution was the only caution you'll see. Here we go, 4 tires and fuel, so a second set going on. And the Roll Tide crew gets his truck going. Those guys lead the pits. Again, got to keep an eye to see when these trucks go to pit road. Here's a pass for position. There's the 7 truck going by. Strada Italiano Chevrolet passing Sparling, who's got damage. And look at this. Tim Averill there, the teammate of the 7, right there behind him. So Tim, Mr. I Can't Run a Road Course, looking kind of solid right now in this truck. Now the Strada guys are double teaming 59. Cameron's taking the Larson line around the corner. Go past pit road one more time here, so 9 laps to go. And that time by, they ran identical laps, a 4-mile course, and they were 0.08 of a second off each other, time-wise. As Justin Bondurant's on pit road. Bondurant is in, also Allman and Pierce in on pit road. More tires and fuel, and they pull away. Pierce, Dalton, Sutphin, all these guys on pit road, so pit stops have definitely started, and the question's going to be, who is going to be the first to pit last? Yes, I know that kind of sounds oxymoronish, but in this situation, you want to be the first one to make your last pit stop. They're both going for that win, Trav. I agree 100%. On the very long front straightaway all the way down to turn 1, you see Peachin right now, your leader. Parker there at second, Fontaine, and then Caden Atkins, who has driven all the way from the dead last position and starting on pit road to 4th as he comes to pit road. Everything's gone full circle. Barnes on pit road also in the 22 truck. Caden had to jump to the right there. He almost hit the tire barrier there. And here's both the XSR trucks on pit road now. So everybody coming in right now. I've been sitting there thinking, Dylan, of any off-the-wall strategies, and it's pretty straightforward. You go halfway, pit, and come on back out. I mean, it's... Yeah, I really can't think of any kind of off strategy you could do. It's just a matter of... I think it's monkey see, monkey do here. The question is, though, I almost wonder this. I know it's usually in racing it's the first one to pit last on a road course. I wonder if it's the opposite here, because this being a 4-mile track that eats up tires. Let's think of it. Let's go to, say, Atlanta Motor Speedway. 4 miles around Atlanta Motor Speedway is what, 2.5 laps? Almost 2 3/4 laps. 2 3/4 laps on tires is a big difference at Atlanta. So imagine 1 lap at Road America. So I almost think that these guys are going to run each other where they both either pit at the same time or someone is going to pit last, and that's going to be the guy to watch. Now these guys are skating all over the place. Here comes Sean, and here comes Dylan with him. So which pit crew can do it better? Who can enter pit road better? It's a drag racing up pit road. Top of the barrel. You see Fontaine back there with him. Now Parker will get to his pit stall first, I believe. Nope, correction, Sean will. Oh, Parker overshot his pit stall. Uh-oh. And I almost wonder if Parker was playing mind games there. Because you notice how he got right on the tail of Sean, trying to get him to overshoot his pit stall. Wow, what a makeup for Parker there. For a mistake, that was a hell of a pit stop. .2 second difference. Parker quicker than Beechin on that pit stop. He overshot his stall and he's still right there. So yes, PPM we can argue is one of the best teams in race in the league. They might have the best pit crew in the league too. That was quite impressive. Sean had a 15.5, which is kind of slower, but I mean, 14.3, he overshot his pit stall. Nah, you take 2. That's not 14 seconds, I don't think. And if he did, I think Sean would have walked away by now. Well, let's go back. While this battle goes on, I'll keep an eye on it here. Let's go back to that pit stop and let's watch it again. So they come into their stalls. Yeah, they both took 4 tires, and you know what? I wonder if, wow. I want to watch one more time here. Let's go to a different view. Watch the launch of Parker. I think that's the difference here. Let's go on board with Sean, with Dylan here. Look at that launch. That was the difference right there. And Sean's probably like, how in the hell? And they're going at it. You know what? We got a minute. Let's watch Sean's launch. Oh, right there. There's your difference. The bog. The engine bogged down on Sean's truck. Almost makes... Do you leave it second gear, maybe? Everybody hit that. You heard that right there. Now watch Parker. Oh, never mind. It bogged down, too. I got nothing. Never mind on that one. I'm wrong on that, too. I don't know. I thought it was a difference in the reps. I thought Dylan kept them up, but he didn't. Dylan just had a hell of a launch. So we got a guy who has won 2 of the last 3 races, chasing a guy that has tried for, what, 3 seasons now to get himself a victory in this series, has come so close, numerous second place finishes, has had so much bad luck. Oh, Dylan gonna put his nose out there. The old showing of the nose will sometimes do it too on a road course. Up, there's the Amber Alert again. Oh, Parker with the run down turn 5. Sean's pinching him a little bit here, but crossover coming. Oh! Oh, he's giving it to him. They're going to squeeze. If Sean can stay at his corner, he's got the angle here. It's what they call a switchback corner. Got another one here. Matter of fact, a bunch of switchbacks coming right here. We're going to cross over here. Oh, he didn't get the run. Dylan Parker to the lead. Sean's got to stay focused, but something I'm noticing, is there damage on the left front of the 3? Yes, there is. Look at the left front quarter panel. Yeah, as a matter of fact, his left front hood is buckled up too. Oh, Parker getting loose right there. And, oh, we got a truck out of shape in front of him. I think that's Maori. It is in the 8 truck. He's out of shape and out of the way. Yeah, you can bleep the pressure too if you want. Sean going to show the nose to turn 1. Remember, a little bit ago, Dylan got loose over turn 1, or turn 1 over to Kink, and that's what cost him the lead a little bit ago. And just FYI, there is really no other battles going on. I mean, there's one. Actually, let's go ahead and jump to this real quick while they go down straightaway. Blaine Sparling put pressure on Cam. This is for the 10th position here, so Blaine with a good comeback after a couple of almost incidents. We got that. We got Telder versus Drift. We have William Martin versus Cedric. And then these guys. I mean, I'm one that I don't like to focus only on the lead, but when you have a battle like this, it's like I kind of have no choice. I'm surprised that left front. That is some pretty intense damage. I don't know where he got it, but I noticed it when he made that pass. you guys you're nailing it over there, chat. Sean's just got to keep it. Both him and Dylan just got to keep their composure here. Sean's got to try to make Dylan make a mistake. Dylan's just got to hit his marks. And I tell you right now, Dylan's going to hit his mark. Oh, I say that as he gets loose through 14 again. Dylan, I mean, I've seen him race plenty. He knows what he's doing. In fact, Sean lost a little bit there, it looks like, up 14. That time by about a half-second separation. Sean driving it down into one here, though. Let's take a look at the lap times here, the last couple of laps. You see Peachin was faster on 23. That was the pit stops actually there, 23 and 24, and then since then, Parker's just been a little bit faster. Not sure if it's a tire thing or just Parker maybe getting into a rhythm here. Let's check out sectors. Oh, Sean took the carousel a little wide there, but he should be able to still carry the momentum off the corner here. Should be okay. Peachin messed up the cake right there, just lost 4/10, so Parker really starting to stretch it out now, doing what he's got to do to potentially go get his third win in 4 races. Let's check out Allman here as he and Sam have continued to battle each other. I think they've been battling the whole entire race. Sam up in the 6th position right now. Down here to Canada corner. Tries to put the pressure on Sam here. Sam, a real good road racer, doing a good job. Oh, Allman caught the grass going into the corner. That's going to hurt his momentum. Something that's very easy to do on a road course like this. You catch that grass, it'll make your back end all over the place. Check back here, Ben Pierce. Right behind Allman. Also has Cody Beatty there with him. Unfortunately, Brewer had some issues there in the kink. Tyler talking about looks like he's going to finish 20th. Unfortunate for him, but good run, good effort. As up to turn 14 and up the hill they go. Final lap. Does Sean have anything for Dylan Parker? 4 miles. Fontaine back in the 3rd position right now. Oh, Cody Beatty with issues. Cody Beatty with issues over at Canada Corner is going to lose a couple spots. And who's that over? Oh, it's Maori. Maori's over playing in the grass, it looks like. Meanwhile, Peachin has made another mistake, and Parker's pulled away as he goes through hurry downs for the final time. This is one of those parts of the race where if you're Sean, you know, all right, you're not going to win this race unless Dylan makes a major mistake. Take the 2nd place finish, take the points, and go to Indianapolis knowing that you have the confidence in the world at your favorite track. How about Dylan Parker? This guy shows up and, well, couldn't finish anything at the beginning of the season. Goes out there and struggles in this 3 truck. Then the month of November comes. He wins Lucas Oil Raceway, wins at Michigan, and now he's going to come through the final 2 corners and be on his way to pretty much all but clinching a spot into the final 4. He is one of the hottest drivers in the series. The 17-year-old from North Carolina is going to score his 3rd win in 4 races. Road America to Dylan Parker. Peachin going to be runner-up again. Fontaine going to come by and finish 3rd. Justin Bondurant said he had a 4th place truck. Guess what? Bondurant finishes 4th. And easily you could say the drive of the night right here. Caden Atkins starts dead last on pit road and is going to get himself a top 5 that was really going to help his points position. Congrats to him. Old Sammy B going to get himself a top 10. He'll be pretty happy when we do the podcast. Going to hold off Zach Allman, who will finish 7th. Well, Benny Pierce there going to finish 8th. Blaine Sparling 9th. I'm sure he'll be disappointed in that. And Cam Ingram going to hold off Drift for a top 10. Beatty, Tim Abril. Alex Cummings, Matt Telder. How about this? Here's an interesting stat for you guys. Somebody just died over turn. We just went 30 laps. Yes, we had the 1 caution. But the only trucks that did not finish on the lead lap are trucks that had issues. Everybody else finished on the lead lap tonight. So great job by everyone. As Dylan said, great race. So as they run their victory laps here. Finishing order tonight, as I said, Peachin wins it, or Parker wins it by 3.6 over Sean. Sam Fontaine 3rd. Bondurant, Caden Atkins, your top 5. Sam Barnes, Zach Allman, Ben Pierce, Blaine Sparling, Cam Ingram, Drift, Beatty, Abril, Cummings, Telder, Martin, Cedric, finishing 17th. Brian Sutphin 18th. Dalton, Brewer, Noah Maori finishing 21st. Robert Lukens 22nd. J.W. Miller, and these guys did not start the race here this evening. As Parker going to pull up here, we'll See some Milwaukee-style donuts. Up, and he hit the wall. Continues to lay him down. Let's talk to our top 3 finishers from the race. Let's start with the KJD2 Team Racing number 91, the pole sitter tonight. Of course, that was Fontaine, Mr. Grew, finishing in the 3rd position tonight. Congratulations on that, Sam. I know it's not probably the outing you wanted to. I'm sure wanted to go to victory lane. Let me first ask about the mistake you made going into turn 14. Looks like you just overshot it and just could never make up the time.
Yeah, well, my goal tonight was just to finish as high as I could without pushing the issue, getting involved in any trouble. I didn't want that, so. And yeah, I mean, I was leading and cruising, and at some point I just fell asleep behind the wheel. I just missed my braking point, and when I realized it, it was too late. So.
That kind of thing will happen. Unfortunately, sometimes that kind of deal. But still a great finish for you tonight. That 91 truck continuing to have a pretty good season so far. You got that win, of course, at Twin Ring Motegi, and next week it's Indianapolis, the big track. And I know you got to be feeling pretty good going there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it looked good for the end of the season. Hopefully we can still make the top 4. I think we're going to be in top shape with the result of tonight. So looking forward to it.
There you go, man. Well, great job tonight, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, everyone in the league, man, they are doing a great job. And, of course, you for the broadcast and the team with the guy tonight, KGD2, which we have a lot of fun every week and practicing together. It's a good group of guys. And, yeah.
All right, great job tonight, man. Congratulations. Fontaine there in the 3rd position. As he leaves the room, let's go get our runner-up tonight. I'm sure maybe a little disappointment, but maybe at the same time could see some happiness. I think it's going to be a balance here, but Sean Peachin does finish in the 2nd position. Sean, I know there's probably some disappointment there because I know you wanted a road course win, but still the point night you needed to get to the top 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little pissed off that I wasn't able to close out, but, you know, it is what it is. I felt a little maybe desperation there, and once we touched in the carousel, I was like, nope, I'm just going to back off, and I'm not even going to fight it.
So is that? So I was wondering because I saw the damage on the left front of his truck, and I'm like, okay, did they touch? I couldn't tell, or I must not have saw that part. But needless to say, you guys did put on a very fun and had to be a fun battle from behind the seat.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I've never probably sweat as much in a race. I think Dylan benefits obviously from, you know, he's obviously a proven race winner. He's a really good driver, one of the best in the league. So obviously I'm me, and I was happy that I could fight him, but he put on a good show. He did what he needed to do. And I think we just went a little, spent a little too much time early trying to hold him off. But I think, like you said, ultimately, the vision is the championship. So they stole it from me last year, and I'll be damned if I'm going to lose it this year. So
I told you he wears his emotions on his sleeves, and I love that about you. It's just totally being real with us. And I do got to ask this question. I think this is something you might not have noticed in the truck, but it's something we noticed out here watching the pit stop. You obviously got to pit road, got into your stall pretty smooth. He actually overshot his stall. He backs up and ends up getting out right behind you somehow still. Is there something maybe that you saw that could have been a difference there, or did you feel like everything went smooth on your end, or what did you notice?
Yeah, so obviously I was like pretty surprised when we came out of the pits, and I was like, man, he's like right there, but I didn't know also at the time that he had overshot the box, so that's news to me. But I kind of felt when I stopped, I was a little to the left and maybe not as far forward, so I definitely check mark that in my mind when it happened. I was like, damn it, like that was not as smooth as it could have been. Obviously, the guy had to move a little further on the truck to get the tires, so I think that gave maybe him a little bit of chance to come out. But to be honest with you, I didn't even know that he had a problem, so that sucks.
Yeah, it was very. I mean, actually, Jason Clark was watching outside the stream, and he made a comment, and he timed it. Actually, he said it was about from the time your right side tires went up, there was about a second separation between the two of you on the tires. And that time was made up.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's like, it's like anything when you're talking about like a football team or anything, right? It's like you've got the intangibles, and you got to win in all the phases. Here for us, it was speed, preservation of the truck and the tires, but also executing a good pit stop. And obviously, we did not execute a really good pit stop at the end, and we didn't execute where we needed to on the track with the tire savings and stuff like that. And like I said, it was heavy risk management once we made contact in the kink with I think it was maybe 5 to go. I was like, nope, not worth it. I just want to win the war.
There you go, man. That's a great way to look at it. Go to Indianapolis next week. I know you're going to be excited, so go get them, and we'll see you then. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, I can't wait for next week. It's going to be awesome. But a special shout out to obviously Hellfire Detroit for being on our truck. Hopefully we did them proud tonight. Special thanks to you for putting on the broadcast. My team, Alan Best, who wasn't here with us, and Best Racing. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm sorry that we couldn't get the W. And then ultimately, thanks to the series, and then special thanks to my girlfriend who put up with a lot of me practicing every day for 2 weeks for 2 hours at a time. So special thanks to her, and I appreciate it. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching.
There you go. Well, congratulations on the top 2 tonight, and eventually that win's coming, and we all know Indianapolis is next week. That could be the place. So best of luck. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks so much. See you guys.
You too, man. Sean Peach in there is, hey, I said it before, he wears it on his shoulders, and I respect that out of him. I mean, sometimes what he says might sound arrogant or whatever, but he's a confident dude, and I have no problem with how he feels, and I think he's going to be one to fight with next week come Indianapolis. All right, let's talk to Parker. I think they're actually talking about the contact. I just saw it over the corner of my eye there. Dylan there, obviously winning this race, 3rd win in 4 races. I think we can point to many different spots in that race that could be the winning move. But I think the one that a lot of us are kind of looking at right now, and we're like, whoa, how did he do that, was the pit stop. Obviously, you overshot your pit stall, you back up, and you somehow still pull out about a second quicker pit stop and end up right behind him leaving pit road.
Yeah, usually on pit exit, I don't know how I got the best pit stop I've ever gotten from iRacing. It gave me a 13.1. Wow. So it was just RNG luck there. So it was a little bit of luck there to come out right behind him and after I missed my pit stall. But maybe pit exit had a little bit to do with it too, because I usually try not to spin my tires, and it usually helps me a lot.
And obviously from there you had a great run on him, able to take the lead and go on and win this race. I know it's got to be a good feeling, because I know obviously being up there towards the top of the points, that had to be pretty cool for you.
Oh yeah, after missing the last points race, it was kind of, due to internet issues, it was kind of a little frustrating, but coming back and winning with a good race with Sean too, that was nice racing him really clean for a lot of those laps, and we didn't really tap at all except for that one contact in the carousel. Other than that, we didn't touch once, and it was he raced me respectfully, and I tried to do the same. And I think I done a little bit better conserving the tires there, because usually I try to save my tires the first 5 laps and then go a little bit harder. So coming down to the race was definitely fun racing them there and getting the win.
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations. Obviously, probably one of the hottest, if not the hottest drivers in the circuit. You got that win off your back, and it seems like everything's just kind of opened up for you now as you go to Indianapolis next week. So I know that feels good, and it's your chance to shout out whoever you like to.
All right, I'd like to shout out PPM, Precision Plus. Everyone makes this league happen every week, and you for doing a great broadcast every week.
Thanks, man. Appreciate your time, and we will see you next week in Indy.
All right, thank you.
You too, buddy. Dylan Parker, winner tonight's 3rd win of the season here in at Road America, and we'll let him go back to showing his videos of the guys up there. And great job to everybody tonight. And, big shout out. Fun race it was. Appreciate everybody letting me kind of on the fly do a grid walk type thing on pit road under the comp caution. That was fun to do. And I appreciate for all the drivers for working with me and the league today for a race where at about 12 o'clock this afternoon, I was like, there ain't no way I'm going to make it to this race. And made it here, got the broadcast in, and I'm going to bed. But with that said, I appreciate you guys for joining me for the broadcast. Appreciate obviously GLSR and of course the Black Horizon for sponsoring and going from there. So definitely had a great time here this evening. So shout out to everybody on a very fun Wednesday evening. Make sure you check out Celiac Disease Foundation online. And if you can, donate some money. If you can't, totally cool. But make sure you get some information. Let's start the fight and start the battle against the celiac disease, and let's get to work on it. So appreciate their support also in Track Cams for Gourmet. So with that said, we're out. We'll see you next week. Indianapolis, that'll be the next GLSR race. The next broadcast tomorrow night, pending work. We will be at the Belle Isle Detroit racetrack for the first of the American Open Wheel Racing Series season races. It should be a pretty good one there. So we'll see you tomorrow night around 8:15 Eastern Time. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!